I was on a site one day somewhere around Awoyaya. I just went there to, my client got the location, so when he came around, I went there to show him. And I saw a man complaining. Dada, my land was in front before. They removed my name and they've taken me to the back and things like that. I now advise, I say if I was your realtor, I'll go to the office. I will not hear anything. I'll first of all scatter the whole place. Then your guy will come out. That's exactly what he did. They brought him back to the front. That's what you need. That's what you need. That's what you need. See, this thing. As a realtor, the clients are not your friend. The developer too is not your friend. So what you have to do is to be wise.
The impression some developers have about realtors is that it's just their money they want. As far as we have settled the realtor, the client will be on his own. We will handle him.
And you know, the good relationships are built when you first fight.
Yes.
You know,
yes, sir.
When you first scatter the place. One of the reasons for scams too, the reason why scam take root is greed. You understand? Buyers should have meeting, they should have the association. that if we see a property and we see the price, nobody should buy it if we think it's overpriced.
If you are to advise a client, an investor, somebody looking to put money into real estate, what areas, what property type would you advise the person to go for? I
made a post of a property online one time and somebody just commented and said, even you that is they say, even you that is posting this property, how much are you earning? Everybody is just waiting till dirty December. But what happens between January and October? There is other one now that is booming, which is what we call.
Welcome to another wonderful episode of Square Meter Stories. Now, today in Square Meter Stories, we want to address an area of the industry that is largely overlooked when it comes to making your buying decision or whatever property decisions you want to make. And that is choosing the right realtor. Your first point of contact with any property is usually going to be with a realtor. And if you get that wrong, the likelihood of the rest of your transaction being wrong or your experience with that property being wrong is very, very high. And to help us address this and so many other issues in this regard is a very good friend of the house, a realtor par excellence, Ebube Owa. How are you, sir?
I'm well. I'm doing good, my brother. I'm well.
I can see you're doing well. It means this industry is paying well.
With its challenges, you are pushing it.
Okay, so before we get into some serious matters, tell us about yourself. What was your entrance into the real estate industry like? Okay,
my name is Ebube. I've sold over 1 billion naira in real estate in Lagos.
Pause. 1 billion. What? Hey, God. Go ahead.
I entered real estate in 2016.
Wow.
Yes, 2016. It was immediately after my job at a construction company. Someone just came to me that, there's an opportunity in town now where you can sell real estate and earn from that. And the earning starts from 10%. So that was what dragged us in. So you can earn good money from selling real estate. So we came in and from there we started pushing. It has not been without its challenges, but we are where we are today.
What has your experience been like as a realtor?
Experience as a realtor has been, if we remove the money side, it has been challenging, it has been bitter, it has been sweet. Situations of missed deals, situations of people treating you like, if you say you are an agent, there's that conceit that comes with it. They look at you like
this one couldn't get a proper job.
You understand, and all of those things. But we have been able to navigate that. It was even because of how people see you that we were trying to change from agent to consultant. From consultant to realtor. But the truth of the matter is that if you have between somebody wants to buy and somebody wants to sell, you are an agent.
Yeah, exactly.
You are brokering the deals.
Exactly. Whether you like the technology or not, you are an agent.
Now that we are successful in it, we don't care what people call us. So we can, happily navigate the business and see what is going on. And over the time, we've also gathered a lot of experience that we can now advise people. This is what you should do. This is what you should. And we have good results to that effect.
That's great. Let me jog your memory a bit and take you back memory lane. What was your first property transaction like? What was your experience like selling your first property?
First property. First property was...
very first person that said, you know what, Ebube, I trust you. I trust what you're showing me. Here is money.
Okay. First property was 5 plots of land somewhere around a big GRA. Yes, that was my first property, and I had been in real estate. Okay, a little story about that. I've been in real estate for 1 year. I did not sell anything, and I have a wife and I have a son, and I have to put food on the table. So when the sales was not coming in, I went to go and drive Uber. You understand? So from driving Uber, I was able to at least 1,000, 2,000 every day as at then. Then later, coronavirus came. You could not sell, you could not drive Uber as much again because movement, everything was restricted. So what do I know to do now? I had to go back to selling property. So it was in 2001 when I now went back into real estate. You understand that? But over the time, I have been learning about digital marketing. So I had this 5,000 naira then. I just said, this property that is here, let me do a sponsored ad on the property. So I did a sponsored ad on the property. A lot of clients came, but one of them ended up buying. So he bought 5 plots of that property. It was on a promo of 5 million naira, and he bought 5 plots, and that was my first 25 million naira from real estate.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. So you said you decided to do a sponsored ad. Would you say that was the defining moment of your career as a realtor?
The truth of the matter is you need a lot of eyes to see what you are selling. Real estate is beyond, you are just posting on social media, you are posting on Instagram. If you can do your best to hack going viral, congratulations to you. But if you cannot do that, then you have to put some money behind it. Since I couldn't learn how to go viral then, because of course nobody knew me, the advantage I had then was digital marketing, which was Facebook ads, which I just used, and it has brought me a lot of results even after the first one.
Okay, and then let me stay on this topic a bit because we are trying to enlighten people, realtors. We'll get into the aspect where we address buyers, but for this section, let's address realtors as well. I hear a lot of realtors complaining Facebook ads is not what it used to be like, Instagram ads is not what it used to be like. What's your experience with that like in recent years? Would you say it's running meta ads and every other kind of ads is as profitable as it used to be back then?
It's expensive now, but it's still profitable. It is expensive now. Like I said, it was with 5,000 naira then that I was able to do that. But now, with your 5,000 naira, you may not be able to run ads of 1 hour. You understand? So you need a bigger budget now for you to see good results. It still works. It still works. For example, if you're talking about Facebook ads, you are looking at demographic of people who are a little older, who just wants to have something secure. You know, they want to live in a gated community. They have kids. Maybe all their kids have even left the nest and they are home alone with madam, but they need something. Older people, you go to Facebook. If you want to contact the middle age, the people we call millennials, then you go to Instagram. And if you want to deal with very, very young people, because also a lot of young people are buying properties now. Even from university, they are buying property. I don't know how they make the money, content creation, whatever money, how they make the money, they are buying property. So if you want to contact those people too, then you go on TikTok. And you can also use Snapchat for that. So very recently, TikTok too started running ads. So you can use ads too on TikTok too. So it depends on the kind of people you want to connect with.
As a matter of fact, one of the things I discovered, it seems more and more people are going to TikTok to look for houses to even rent. I was shocked.
The rental space is really crazy right
in
now.
fact, we will talk about the rental space. Let's not even go there yet. We'll talk about that because it's crazy right now. So let me ask you this. What is one very unique lesson you've learned in your real estate journey?
It's so that doesn't sound like a cliche. It's not, don't give up. It's the person that gives up that. I used to tell, I run a small training for realtors now. So I used to tell them that, okay, there will be a time. There are different types of people. There are different types of realtors. Some will come into the game first hand, they will eat it. If you want to use those people's experience to judge yourself, you will fail. They came into the game, advertise a property or take a property. They have a uncle who has money. They will not tell you who they sold the property to. They have a brother who has money, or just by chance.
They will just tell you, oh, I just sold.
They've sold. If you want to use that to judge your experience, you fail. The game will test your level of confidence. It will test your level of determination. So if you say this is the business you want to do, learn what it takes to be successful at it and do it every day. That's just what you need as a realtor. There will be challenges. People will call you out. They will say different things. For example, I also know people whose mind are not really entrenched in the whole of the game. When they see a little challenge, they run away. For example, the demolition that started happening in Lagos for over 2 years, it has affected a lot of people. It has affected a lot of sales. There are people who were on the verge of closing deals, and those deals did not happen again as those news started coming up. And some people just left it ever since, and they've not gone back to it again. Even from 2017 that we started, there are people who started with, or 2016, people who started with, and today, they are not here. So, and I always also tell people that the people who are going to be mega realtors tomorrow, they've not joined the business yet.
Yeah, true.
They have not joined the business yet. Millionaires are born every day. Just the same way buyers are born every day. So if you can keep this mentality.
So in other words, consistency.
Consistency.
And again, one thing I tell realtors, I said, kill that hustler spirit. You know, Nigerians, God help us. Everybody seems to be in a survival mode.
Exactly.
So there's that I'm hustling.
I want the money now.
You know,
let's have it.
The person is selling wig, is selling shoe, is selling car, and then is selling real. No, you see, to succeed, one thing I've discovered for myself as a realtor too, is that to succeed in this industry, you need, in fact, in any industry, you need focus. People need to know you for something. You know, if you are going to sell wig, let it be that everybody knows you for wigs. And they know if I need wig, this is the person I go to. When you start, because of that hustler spirit, I just need money. So you are selling everything. People don't know you for one thing, and therefore they can't build that trust with you. And if that trust isn't there, because sales, first and foremost, is about trust.
Exactly.
People need to trust you, that you know your onions, before they can say, I'm going along with this person, and I trust this person.
And also, sales is also about energy.
Yes.
When you start something, and you start putting energy in it, and it looks like the energy you are putting in it is not yielding any result yet, that energy is not there though. It's only when you leave that, yes, it's accumulating. It's only when you leave that thing that energy now dies. But if you continue, you get to a place that you now start being successful. You are not putting as much energy, but you are still getting massive results.
Exactly.
Why? Because when you started, you never gave up.
Putting that
you were
energy.
Consistent at it, and you are still for. Okay, let me say this now. While I was away from realtorship and driving my Uber, so when I come back in the evening, I will learn digital marketing. So I started a page on Instagram where I was helping business owners to sort some issues concerning digital marketing when it comes to paying for Facebook ads, doing all these things. So I now went back to real estate. I had to drop that. Even with me dropping it, 2 years after, people were still contacting me, coming to my DM.
For digital marketing solutions.
It's the same thing as I am now. I'm trying to move away from being a full-time realtor to trying to establish some development stuff. people still come to me asking questions about, Ebube, what do you think? I have this apartment in Lekki Phase 1. What do you think? What is Shortlet saying now? What is all this saying now? I want to invest this money. And I still have to do that because of the energy I have put into trying to be a valuable person, answering questions, creating educative content on Instagram and other platforms for real estate. So it is that is how it is when it comes to sales and energy. It compiles. It just piles up.
Yes.
It just piles up.
So let me ask, before we get into some other more serious aspects, what would you say is your biggest regret since you became a realtor? Biggest regret that you're like, if I could go back and do this again, and start from the beginning.
I really do not have a regret as a realtor. I don't think I have a regret. But if there's anything that I said I wish I had done more educational content, training people. I wish I had done more recruiting for other realtors, for new realtors, because that is what I'm trying to do now. If I had taken it serious when we started, and it was not just about sales, the way I'm trying to transition to now would have been much easier.
Okay. So the advice would be people
if
should do a lot. If you
come into real estate, while you are trying to sell, also bring people along. Throw ropes down. Carry people along. Let them follow you. You never know where you are going to end up in the business, because for the natural progression for a realtor, you are doing the business, you know what people want. An opportunity could come, you could see a land and say, let's develop this, but you'll be shocked that it was not your own capacity that will now sell that thing.
Exactly.
You now need people to help you to sell it. You understand what I mean? So if you are not carrying people along, you now look like it's a new territory for you.
I mean, because
how do I break this?
A lot of the developers I know these days all transition from being realtors. A whole lot of them. I know some of them that are on their fourth development now.
A lot.
But they started off from being realtors.
A lot.
And it gives you a unique point of view in the sense that you understand what the market wants, you understand buyers' preferences.
Exactly.
And so you know where to attack this need in the market.
It is what it is, and that is how it works. Even developers who come in without
the experience,
they need realtors by their side to tell you that
this will work. This
what you are building here. Or they will give you suggestions. Try to do something on this road though, because if you are bringing people, these are the questions that people will be asking.
Yes.
What do you have? What plan do you have for this? What plan do you have for this? What plan do you have for this? And that is very critical in
okay, so let's talk about the Lagos State real estate market now. I talk with developers almost on a daily basis, and in fact, I was talking with one day before yesterday, and he was telling me, that the number of refunds on their table now is driving them crazy. And I was telling the guy that maybe it's because of the way I manage our own clientele here, and the fact that we are very transparent in everything we do here at the Detail Apartments. We don't have requests for refunds. But he was mentioning names of some big developers, if I call them, you know them, and you probably even know his company as well, that the number of refunds, people are demanding refunds anyhow. And I asked him, I said, why? He said, number one is current state of the economy for most people. But number two, the fear of demolitions and the way government seems to be going about certain things right now. It's causing some kind of panic in the industry. You as a realtor, what are you seeing going on right now with the Lagos State market? What's the state of the Lagos State real estate market like?
Okay,
we'll come to that, but let me hear you.
Let's look at it from I don't want to look at it from I don't want to criticize the government. You understand? So let's look at it from, we are looking at it from the outside. You open your TV or you go on YouTube, and what you're seeing is houses being demolished, this one happening, that one happening, And very recently, a list was printed for 176 estates.
Illegal estates.
And they were called illegal. That caused a lot of uproar. Because the truth of the matter is, even that list is an old list. It was not currently compiled. Then a list from 20 years ago, have you done your own checks to also see that is there any of these estates here that has passed our check and not just caused unnecessary uproar? I think the government too should at least. There were times I see demolition and I ask, could people not have come to the round table? What they are building would have brought some kind of development to this area, you know. And the truth of the matter is, after the demolition, the things are left the way they are. There's no clearing.
That's the rubble.
The rubbles, everything. Nobody wants to see destruction and be happy with it. However, on the side of developers too, most of these are developments too. When you hear that a property is sold out, it's initial deposit that sells them out. People don't go on to complete their payment. So development is stuck. Aside that, developer cannot complete this thing because, of course, if he has to go to bank to borrow money, interest rate is high. So everybody is looking at each other. So that also gives opportunity for people who deposit small money to come back and say they want to collect refund. Because if you have finished your payment and the house have been handed over to you, look for what to do with the house. It's not developer that will come and give you money after they have delivered the house to you. So most refunds come from houses or what is promised not being delivered yet. That is the truth. That is the truth. If it has been delivered to you, then there's no reason for refund. But government needs to do their part. This is Lagos. Lagos thrive on real estate is one of the key development factors.
The real estate sector, not just Lagos, in Nigeria, was the second largest contributor to
the
Nigeria's
gross national GDP.
Exactly.
So they should.
And I think this year it's even probably going to surpass oil and gas this year.
It is already moving in the direction of surpassing oil and gas.
Yeah.
I'm a member of Real Estate Development Association of Nigeria, and we had a program we did at the Eco Atlantic. The number of developers that came from the north, I am shocked that really something like this is really going on in the north, where we think there is unrest and all of those things. And if you see the prices they are calling for properties in Kaduna, in Kano, even Lagos don't call those prices. Even Lagos, and the man said people are buying it. So real estate is doing well. So what government should do, which I think government needs to rise up. I don't like it when government wakes up late. Government is always late to everything. People would have
the market
you understand?
Before the government is trying
By
to
the time you are coming back now, you are not using force.
And then to catch up, it now looks like you are just interested in destruction.
You will now spoil things. You will now spoil things. I think care should be taken on both parts. Care should be taken. There are some other things I feel and I think that I won't be able to say on here. Real estate is Lagos oil. Do you understand?
Yes.
Lagos has no other, is real estate. The land in Lagos is Lagos oil.
Yes.
So they want to treat it as such.
You know, but well, in a way, some good will always come out of what seems like chaos.
Exactly.
It's because for buyers now, they become more aware, more enlightened to ask questions. I mean, before now, as realtors, you don't have anybody telling you, does he have building approval? But now they ask you.
Yes.
For years, I've been telling people, look, no matter the property you want to buy, get a surveyor, pick the coordinates, and be sure that the one you are buying falls within the approved survey. So they don't sell you something outside of their survey and tomorrow it turns into a problem. But that message is gradually beginning to catch up to people. And I think in the long run, it will benefit not just the state, but everybody involved in this industry.
Exactly, but do you also know that even with that, because of the level that a Realtor has in this market, a Realtor is very important to real estate in Lagos. and anywhere. And because of the kind of levels they have, people just buys mainly based on trust.
Yes.
So my advice now is to realtors too, to try their best to also make sure that what they are selling, a client may trust you enough to never ask those things. I still get a lot of those sales done. They don't ask.
Because they trust you.
Exactly, because they trust you. So if you say it's good, it's good. Now, for you to say it's good, then it means you must have also done all your checks. Yeah. You must know what needs to be done. You must have your own private surveyor that you communicate with. If I go on any land now, my surveyor has taught me how to pick coordinates with my Google app. I will do it with my Google app. I'll screenshot, I'll send to him. He will verify. Okay, it's a C of O. Okay, it's not a C of O. Okay, it's freehold. Okay, it's not freehold. He has this, he has that. Don't buy that land. It is close to this, it is close to that. I get that verification. Then, so when I come out to say, buy this property, I am talking based on absolute certainty that except the hand of God happens in this matter. This is a very good.
This is a safe buy.
This is a safe buy.
Oh, good. Okay, so the next question I would want to ask, when you look at the Lagos State real estate market, where are you seeing the shift happening? Where is the demand going to?
All right. Without trying to speak against any particular area now, but places like Yaba are experiencing what I'll call redevelopment. 1-bedroom apartments, 2-bedroom apartments are really doing fantastic in Yaba. Ikeja has always been known for his steady. Ikeja is steady. Ikeja is steady. There's Yaba, there's all those places like Ugudu.
Those central parts.
Exactly, of the mainland.
Yes, on the mainland.
You can't build duplexes. It's apartments because it's all redevelopment. Houses are Bariga, all those places. Houses have taken over those places before. They are dilapidated. People are selling those portions and people are raising high rises. They are really doing well. And for example, now, if I get 10 requests for properties every week, 3 of them is asking about mainland. So people are beginning to look into that market. People are beginning to look into that market. Lekki Phase 1 is still standing strong. Victoria and Ikoyi are very expensive. It's only a few people that can really do that. But Lekki Phase 1 is for everybody. Whether you are rich, if you make money now, you can still do some things for some 2 months before you go broke. You understand? So, why are you people happy now? So,
but you've even answered the next question I would have asked, which is, there's this thing of island, mainland.
Okay.
And people like, where is the demand moving to? And I think we are seeing an upward trend. Not everywhere on the mainland.
Not everywhere.
But areas
not
like
Okoko.
Yaba,
Not
Surulere,
all those places.
Yaba,
Surulere. Exactly.
Bagada, Butemeta.
Exactly.
Onikpan. All those central areas that gives quick access to the island.
Exactly.
And like you said, it's mainly redevelopments. 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms.
Is redevelopment.
And they are going on sale fast.
Very fast.
Very, very fast.
Very fast. Very fast. And the idea that people could earn from them, they could use for shortlets, they could use for student apartments because Unilag, Yaba College of Technology, a lot of institutions around that area. They could use for so many things.
Exactly.
And and renting is the last thing that they could use it for. And they'll still make
their money.
So it is focus is being shifted there.
Now that brings.
But some places are also doing well on the mainland, aside from Lekki Phase 1. Ajah is doing well. Abama Desoya is going to still grow.
In fact, I was with a client over the weekend and we were discussing. I told the person, I said, in fact, I'm actually going to just do some educational video in that regards. But I was telling the lady, I said, see, with the kind of flooding issues that we've been experiencing in Lagos in certain parts for a couple of years now, once it's rainy season, these areas are going to be flooded. Move out of your house.
Exactly.
You will sleep in your house and probably wake up somewhere else, as the joke goes. I said, I do not see a reason why certain parts should still be seeing a high demand.
Exactly.
And whilst people are still with the mentality of certain places are far. To be more specific, I'm seeing a lot of increase in demand coming towards Ajah and Sangotedo.
As people, what do I want to say here? As people make money, they want to see better things. You understand? As your finances increase, you want to see something better.
Yes.
So more people, every day are moving from the mainland to the island. And they are moving from places from Abraham Adesoya down all the way to Lekki.
Yes.
They are moving. If you have a house in those areas now, it will not take you a very long time to rent them out because people are coming in as their finances increase. And why? Because these houses are new. They have good lightings, POP.
And compared to other areas, they are
before
affordable.
a house on the mainland for 500,000 naira, you still find old ceilings. They will hardly change it to POP. If they change it to POP, you are talking of 5 million. And if they ask you to come and rent a house of 5 million in that area, your body go shake, say, why would I be paying 5 million for this? But if you rent a house of 5 million on this side of the mainland, your community is gated. Inside your estate is interlocked. Your children can play inside the estate and all of those things like that. So this side is, from Abraham Adesoya down, is still going to blow up. And one of the things that will bring that blow up, if government too can begin to do the inner roads.
In fact, some of them, because I've visited a couple of those inner roads towards Awoyaya and all that, I'm seeing the local governments are doing the drainages. I mean, even us around here, you can see the drainages are being done. And the roads are going to get done. But at least the major roads inside those inner roads.
If they can be done, it will explode.
Honestly.
If they can be done, it will. But our own local government, I don't think it's as active as the mainland local government.
The mainland local governments have those guys.
They are trying with inner roads.
I have to give it to some of the local government chairmen on the mainland.
Inner roads.
The inner roads are being worked on
Bariga,
seriously.
Akoka, all those places. Go to the inner road and you'll be shocked that if the island can be like that.
So I will use this as an opportunity to plead with the Etiosa local government chairman and the Lekki government chairman. Please help us. Inner roads.
It's very important.
Inner roads.
It's very important.
You know why? Because another reason I see a lot of people talk about is that over here you don't have flooding like you do towards
the main
Lekki, Phase 1, Ikate, Agungi, all those areas. You don't have flooding. And another thing that is making this boom happen in this axis, that's talking about Ajah downwards, is the coastal road and this express road, this Lekki expressway that is being done. Because people are just patient. Like most times, if the coastal road is open from here, for instance, to VI, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, we are there.
It's closed now.
Yeah, it's
but
closed.
There was a time when it was open. If I go straight down now, coastal roads,
and
I'm at VI.
Gone. You know, so why would you year in, year out be fighting flooding when you can have a house here? That excuse of it's far, Ajah is far, Sangotedo is far.
What I even think people need to educate themselves on is, I would appreciate it if you have a job in Victoria Island and you want to live close. But if you don't have a job in Victoria Island, it's a business you have.
But with this coastal road, I'm even saying with this coastal road, if you have a job.
I understand.
Let me give you an example. Before this Lekki Expressway was done to this Abraham Adesoya point, you could spend 4 hours just to go from like Awoyaya down to Abraham Adesoya.
4 hours.
4 hours.
I spent 6 hours before.
Oh.
Coming from Abijo to VGC here.
You can imagine. You understand? I mean, it was a mess.
Ogina was terrible.
Since they did this road, I don't think I've ever sat in traffic.
No.
Never sat in traffic.
That was why I was surprised.
Now, the population hasn't reduced. In fact, it has increased.
The population has
increased. Cars on the road have increased.
The population
but there's no
has
traffic.
Increased. And house rent is increasing crazily. The population has increased.
And there's no traffic. So you're looking at the coastal road once it's open and it's free. And
you can connect from Lekki.
You can even stay at Lekki.
You can connect from Abijo GRA.
You can connect from Monastery Road, ShopRite. You can connect from Abraham Adesoya.
You can connect from Abraham Adesoya.
So why would I go battle flooding? Because I don't know if or when that flooding issue is ever going to be resolved. But why will I go battle that when I can be here, even at Lekki,
And go straight
probably
to where
from
I'm
my
going
house to the express, to
Yeah.
the coastal road will take me, say, 5 minutes. Fine, it's going to be told, you know, but give or take, consider the fuel you will spend if you're in traffic or whatever. And 15, 20 minutes,
You are
I'm
off to
here.
where you are going to. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in
It
fact,
makes a lot of
we've
sense.
talked a lot of this,
It makes a lot
which
of
brings
sense.
me to another aspect. And that's the point that when we call property prices, people say, well, now they see this money safe. And I just they call it, you say, it's just 300 million. They're like, just three, well, now they see this money. And then I try to explain to most people, I say, see, every morning I wake up, I thank God for diaspora clients.
Yes, now.
Thank God for diaspora clients.
Diaspora people buy 75% of. Right? We should not be saying that, or should we? So that we will not swell their head. Diaspora people buy. Diaspora people buy 75% of Nigerian properties. For the past 10 years now, they've remitted over 20 billion naira to buy properties. 80% of that money has gone to real estate. Others, just around doing other stuff. So diaspora is very important. And the reason is that we are very ethnic people as Nigerians, as Africans. When they get there, there is always that need to want to own a property back home. There's always that innate desire that one day I may return home. And just because of that, whenever they come into money or they're able to gather enough funds and resources, they buy property back home. They just buy it. There was a brigade that was rising one time that was trying to discourage diasporans, don't invest, don't do this. But the truth of the matter is, when you check, it has been very consistent. Even with all the challenges that real estate is faced with, it has been very consistent. Even after the election, 2023, because of the things that went on, some people rose up, some brigade rose up online and said, Igbo, don't buy this, that. Few months after that, I had 5 people, their names were in Igbo, that invested in property. So when I see those people's comment on my posts and all of this, I just laugh it off because you don't know what it is. I just say you don't have the money. Do you understand? We understand with you that, okay, you are still waiting for God, God will bless you. But people who have, there is that innate thing to want to own property in Nigeria, to want to own property in Lagos. And we cannot stop that. We can't stop it.
Now, would you say that it's because of the influx of diaspora funds? That's why real estate in Lagos is overpriced? And which actually the question should be, is real estate in Lagos overpriced?
It's both ways.
Okay.
It's both ways. And the reason being that you cannot tell anybody how much you should sell their property. Sometimes, some people price on vibes, how they feel, their perceived value of what they think they've built. So they price it a particular way. Or a perceived prestige of the community they think they've built in. They price it a particular way. But there are some that they come to the base level. They calculate how much they've used to build, and they put a particular percentage on it for profit, and they are fine with that. So that is why I say, because you cannot tell anybody how much they have to sell their property, it's overpriced. At the same time, there are very good deals everywhere. Very good deals everywhere. So
in essence, it's a buyer's market.
It's a buyer's market. If you think it is worth how much you are paying for it, go ahead and buy it. But if you think it's not worth it, there are other things that you see that are worth your money and that will serve the purpose that you want to use it for.
Yeah, and to buttress your point, I know of a particular property not too far from us, towards Ajah. Beautiful house. Lovely 5 bedrooms, spacious compound. The design, beautiful. Everything about that is beautiful. It has been on the market since last year.
Is this the 1.something billion property?
Almost.
In Ajah?
Yeah! It has been on the market since like last year. Now, I know if you take that same property to a place like Ikoyi, Lekki,
it would have sold fast, yes.
But like you said, perception. And because it's a buyer's market, if the developer or the owner sees and says, nobody's buying this thing and I
bring
need
it down.
funds. You bring the price down.
Yeah.
You bring the price down. So when people say properties in Lagos is overpriced, blah blah blah, I just laugh it off.
That's
the
just
one
the
you
truth.
say is overpriced, someone else comes there and sees the value and pays for it.
Buyers should have meeting, they should have the association. that if we see a property and we see the price, nobody should buy it if we think it's overpriced. But if that cannot happen,
Exactly.
for properties you say are in Ikoyi in billions, it is sold. Properties that are in Ajah for 200 million, it is sold. And the truth of the matter is that even the affordable bracket has now shot up.
Yes.
Anything that is under 200 million now is still affordable. So you can look at that and say, why will you be selling property for? Bros, it's affordable. But the major problem is that all these things have increased, but people's financial capacity has not increased according to the prices of the products that are around them, which is why those things comes out of anger.
Yes.
How much am I earning?
Yes.
Where do you expect me to get money to buy this kind of property? I made a post of a property online one time, and somebody just commented and said, even you that is he said, even you that is posting this property, how much are you earning? I just laugh. I could not reply. I just laugh because I could feel the
Anger.
I could feel the anger that where this man is, things are not going the way he expects. And I'm here posting a property of the property is just 120 million. And you know, I could feel the anger. So that is just the truth of the matter. And the advice will continually be, first, your first home doesn't have to be your dream house. Buy what you can afford first of all.
Exactly.
Move away from the idea that
of trying to compete.
You understand there's no competition, and there's something it does to your mind. When you are able to just acquire one first, you know that this is my own. You've done all the legal checks. This is good to go. You buy that, even if it is a bungalow. You buy that first. See, your mind will now be open to opportunities. Yeah, I can guarantee you in the next 5 years, you could now be putting your mouth on 500 million.
Exactly.
But if you wait, this one is not good. This one, 10 years.
And while you are waiting, the prices are going up.
10 years, when you are now ready, it's a pair that you'll now be spending your 200 million.
My brother.
It will pay you.
The way it's going, honestly.
It will pay you. It will pay you. So the idea is you see something that you can do.
You can afford, might not necessarily be in a very nice area, might not necessarily be the dream you have.
And the good idea
but
about
beat that mental barrier. Go for it.
Go for it. And the thing about this area is that road can just appear. You bought a house now. Access road is not as fantastic. Give it some years. Some people will just rise up, do the road. Before you know it, your property has increased in price and you did not contribute to even doing the road. So things like roads should not deter you from having. I sold a property in Abijo GRA. Yes. I told the person that I wanted to buy, I say, when you are coming back home, just make sure the first thing you do is to ship an SUV. Because the road to your house is bumpy. But do you know, right inside that place with bumpy road, when he did it, lived in it for a while, went back, he rented it for 2.5 million naira.
Wow.
In Abijo GRA. 2.5 million naira. There is one now that somebody bought that I just did finishing.
You know why I'm laughing?
I just did
2.5 million.
Yes.
Bro, I saw a 2-bedroom here in Sangotedo for rent going for about 6-point-something million.
5 million naira for a
bungalow.
Yes, for a bungalow. 5.5 million naira for a 4-bedroom semi-detached duplex. And people are rushing it. People are rushing it. So that was what I was saying about when you see something you can handle first, you hold down one. Then after you have held it, your mind will open.
Exactly.
Opportunities will come. Don't judge yourself by what you are earning now. If you think it is necessary for you right now, I want to own a house, where can I own it? Go and own it there first. And that is why I also see opportunities opening for states that are closer to Lagos. What do you need to live in those states? If you have a bungalow in Abeokuta, what you just need is light. If you can have solar, that can supply you, you will live, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Except you are, of course, people that come from the diaspora for 30 December, what they come to do is commit sin. So if you are not engaged with that, there's no, you will live, you will find. You will do business. You have a place to cover your head.
Yes.
Then as you grow, you increase your finances. Then all this other, you'll be surprised in 8 years. How did I get to Lekki phase 1? But everything starts from
somewhere. Exactly. So still on this issue of overpriced, one aspect people fail to acknowledge when they hear prices of houses. Yes, there are the government regulations, and we know how much all those regulations cost.
Exactly.
But
building approval.
Exactly. One aspect people fail to take cognizance of is the role of omoniles and land grabbers. That's unofficial. I mean, I don't know if anyone has done a research to know how much Lagos State itself loses to omoniles. In the sense that you want to build a house, omoniles come, owo foundation, owo decking. They will collect. One association will just show up.
Some people will
and
be at
tell
the junction.
carpenter.
If they are bringing sand to your
That's, in fact, that one is another one. You know, as they are at the junction, as the trip of sand is coming,
big world, they are collecting money.
and their monies have increased though.
Yes,
They
now.
used to give them like 500, 200 before.
Oh,
now
rather.
they collect like 1,500, 2,000.
Where's our money?
And you have to give it.
They are
If
bringing
not,
iron to the estate. There is money.
exactly everything coming into your.
Do you know
premises.
that even if you want to conduct inspection on the estate now, you still pay?
You can imagine.
They must not see cars parked.
If not, they will come.
They are coming out. What's going on here? What's
Now,
going on
those
here?
are unofficial funds, unofficial monies
Nowhere to
that
be
we are
accounted
not taking account of. But people are just shouting, is overpriced, is overpriced. Is there a solution to this issue? I know Lagos State established something they say you can call and report on Monile. I don't know how effective it is.
The proximity of the government to all those states is very far. If you have paid the government what they need to be paid, the rest of the issue you are your own.
Yes.
That's the truth.
No help from government.
That's the truth.
Even down to doing the drainage in front of your house.
In fact, if you did not take patience for you to be well registered that you have paid everything you ought to pay, by the time you are waiting for all your documents to come out, there is these small groups who are still other government, and they will come and they will use you to eat. So, for example, we went to Last Park office. They are the one in charge of infrastructure. They are the one who gives building approval. LabScar is supposed to be under them. If you pay Last Park, you are not supposed to pay LabScar again.
But you still pay.
But if LabScar come and they mark your stuff, some settlements have to go on. It has to happen. Except you don't want to build. And the truth of the matter, it can take a long time for the approval you paid for to come out.
Except you go and pay DPR.
And imagine you have collected loan. You have to build.
You have to.
And if you cannot tender those approval when they come around and tell them, "Shebi, I pay
I'll
this,"
pay that, you're waiting for
you'll
it,
be
you
sorting
pay.
them for each time they come.
Exactly.
For them to leave you alone. When they know that truly you have paid for approval, because you can show
them
evidence
receipts
that you
Yes.
have paid. But you'll be sorting them for each time they come. To wait for approval, the loan you collected
It's counting.
is amortizing. The people that have subscribed, your early birds, they are waiting on you. So pressures everywhere. And do you know now that even in Lagos, to find a trip of sand now is gold, because all the trucks are working on coastal
That's
road.
what they all tell you. They'll tell you
So they will increase the money.
all the sand.
They will,
So the prices have gone up.
they will increase the money to bring sand to your development. So all these things, you just be shouting it, but people don't understand.
Yes.
Because they are not involved. They just believe they are giving you money and you are giving them a house. And that is why a lot of developers are bankrupt. They've run away. But we have to keep dealing with this issue. So when it comes to the issues of Amonile, I think Lagos encourages it. There's no solution to that for now. That's the truth.
Okay, so let's still move forward. What are some of the biggest scams or mistakes you have seen buyers falling as a realtor? Probably people you've advised, say this one, bros, come on, handle, and they still jump into it because it looks very sweet.
There are different kind of scams I've seen people fall into. But one of the reasons for scams too, the reason why scam take root is greed. You understand? You see a land that they just tell you, bring money, let's clear this land. You did not do your checks. But because they promise you that if for every acre you clear, you get one plot. You cleared a lot, you get your land. But eventually, when somebody now advises you now go to do your check, you find out that the land is under government acquisition. Money lost. Money lost. You see a land or even a house that they know that the property, the land that it is built on is not genuine, but they build all the same. And you've done your check. You've told the person, okay, somebody brought a property to me. Sangotedo the other side. Like we are coming from Lekki.
Okay.
So that is where the 4th Million Bridge is going to pass. He has built a house there. But his house now, when I now went to chat it, he did not tell me, he just said he wants to japa. That he wants to sell the house. I say, okay, you bring the document, let us see it. If it's possible, I'll buy it from you. Then you can move on. So when he brought the documents, we need to chat it. The house is outside the granted CFO, exactly, gazetted area for that place. It is almost falling into the area that they want to, the 4th Million Bridge has to. So my surveyor advised me that don't buy that thing. It's outside the gazetted place. It is. So people, well, I hope this education is filtering through every sector now. Before you even build anything, first search. There's so many scams around the area. There's so many scams. And the truth of the matter is, everything that we used to advise people before concerning real estate in Lagos is suddenly changed. It suddenly changed. There used to be a way to ratify land. It does not exist again. In fact, even excision now is under issue. Excision land.
I know that the government, I think Lagos State government right now, they're not even doing excision again.
They are not doing, even the ones they have granted.
They are revoking. I think the reason the government was doing that was to end a lot of these clashes in families, and you sell this one side of the family has sold it, the next side of the family is taking them to court, and so to end that, they ended those excision things. They created the New Towns Board, especially for Ibeju, the New Towns Board, so that if you want, you go to the New Towns Board, they allocate.
Even if the New Towns Board allocate to you, it does not absolve you of any problem on the land. Because when you get there that you want to mobilize and start something, your moneyless will come out.
Of course.
3 factions can come out.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you want solution, lasting solution, you have to pay the 3 of them. There are situations of CFO land self that government granted you CFO, but the owner of the land cannot use it because of moneyless to his claim. And when a moneyless comes, they don't come with English
at all.
They come with guns. They come with cutlass.
Your workers will even go to site again.
They come with juju and everything. So they can render even a CFO land useless if you are not paying them. So one of the best things is if you buy from government, do your due diligence. Who are the primary owners of this land, or indigenous owners, as they say, sort them too. That is when you can have full access to the land. That is when you can have full access to the land. So there are different kind of scams everywhere. But the truth of the matter is, when you search a land, at least you get headway on
as a starting point.
As a starting point on the things you need to do. You ask questions in that community. You do your paper verification and you do your on-site verification. You stand, you ask questions. Then you'll be able to know that, okay, this is free from.
Okay, so let's look at some investor insights. What areas would you say, what property types if you were to advise a client, now this is free advice, so free advice. What if you were to advise a client, an investor, somebody looking to put money into real estate, what areas, what property type would you advise the person to go for?
Okay, so it depends on the idea that the person has in mind. So is the person looking to earn money, or is he buying to build wealth? You know, this is like some people want immediate money. What can begin to earn me money now? And some people like, okay, you can earn money, but at the same time, I am keeping it for a particular time. So what works in Lagos now? Everybody is rushing towards shortlet. Shortlet everywhere. And shortlet is what is causing most of the shortage for rental homes.
In fact, it is the major reason why there's a shortlet
everywhere.
A shortage of rental.
Everybody
properties.
wants to use their house for shortlet.
And see, from an investor's point of view, it makes more sense.
It makes sense.
Not just financially alone.
It
in
makes
terms
sense.
of management of the property, it makes more sense.
It makes sense.
Than you rent to somebody for a year, and by the time you come back to your house, it is run down. With shortlet, you know, the person just stay maybe a month or some days, is gone. So you're able to maintain.
But the other things that come with shortlet means you need to be very business savvy for you to be able to make a success out of it.
Exactly.
You cannot. Power, most importantly. Aesthetics change a lot. The way you design your house now, your interior, in the next 6 months, people are not doing it like that again.
Yeah, exactly.
Shortlet is like hotels. When people come and they've seen all the beauty, they move to the next thing. So will you be changing your furniture every 6 months when you are not really making as much money as you are supposed to be making? Because if you remove management money from what is left, everybody is just waiting till dirty December. But what happens between January and October? You understand? What happens between January and October? So if you are only waiting for the December and how much you can make, fine, and you want to have it like that, no problem. That is one aspect of it. But rental will give you a set amount of money yearly. And all you just need to do is to calm down and vet your renters. Calm down and vet your rentals. There is other one now that is booming, which is what we call co-living. You build
that co-living.
For example, this complex where we are now, you can turn it to a 6-bedroom apartment. You can put 2 beds in one room and rent it for 250,000 every month. Closer to Lekki, they will collect it.
Yes.
There is one I saw on Instagram. It was 50,000 per night for bed space, and people are renting it. Co-living. But you can do it in an executive way, that everybody can have their room. They have a shared area where they wash their clothes for laundry, and they all share the kitchen and the sitting room. You put a TV there, you connect DSTV for them, but everybody has their own 6. People charge as much as 2 million naira per year for that one room.
Yeah, you see that a lot, where a duplex and then they rent out each room, and then the master bedroom is more than the other.
Exactly.
Rooms, you know,
each rooms. So there are different. Just depends on the risk appetite of the person and how the person. Do you want to be involved? If you want to be involved, you are hands-on, you are ready, then shortlet. But you don't want to be involved too much. You just want to put it in charge of it.
You have someone that really understands the market in charge of it.
In charge of it, and you hand it over to them. Or you don't want to be involved too much. Just, I want to earn 5 million is okay for me. So you calm down. Where can I earn 5 million? Where do I need to buy the house to earn 5 million? You stay in places like Abraham Adesoya, where you still have houses for like 80 million, 90 million. You buy it for 5 million. You are okay. You do that. Or you do a co-living space where you, or in fact, if you have money now, entertainment real estate too is booming. Entertainment real estate is booming. There's this water sport now in Sangotedo.
Yeah.
They are playing scarcity, opening it at some particular times of the year. It's just scarcity. It's just scarcity strategy. So at that point, they make so much money. And they close it up again. People get hungry for it and they open up and things like that. So it just depends on. And in the coastline of Lekki Ekpe Express now, a lot of beach
Yes.
spots are opening up too. A lot of beach spots are opening up too. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to really make money from real estate as an investor, then you must be able to either hand over to somebody who knows it, or you are ready to have your hands on.
Yeah. So quickly, because we have to round up, quickly, is it still worth it buying? Because I've seen a lot of clients suffer when it comes to buying off-plan properties. Developers using substandard materials, developers coming back to subscribers way past when they should have delivered the project. Saying, in fact, one of my close friends, like an uncle to me, come first of all, came to them, bring extra 23 million. This is after they finished paying everything. Later again came,
Inflation.
bring another 20-something million.
Inflation.
Is it still worth it taking that risk to buy into off-plan properties?
Okay, I'll start from here. I think the people who ruined the business for off-plan, they should come and apologize to us. There are some big names that really ruined the off-plan market. And the effect of what we feel on off-plan today is because of how they managed that situation there.
Yes.
However, aside that, off-plan is still a good way to go. The only thing you need to do is verify who you are putting your money with. It may be slow, but make sure it is sure. You understand?
Yes.
Verify who you are putting your money with. Verify to make sure that they have a track record. And as you are remitting your money, they are using your money to actually build your house. One of the things that people do for off-plan that I don't think is sustainable is taking loans to build property. Off-plan used to be the most affordable set of property line before. But now, if you want to look it well, what people call off-plan now is even as expensive as a finished house. So why would I want to do? Because of convenience of payment. Convenience of payment. I can stretch as much as 2 years, paying every month. That gives me peace. So I can be paying for a house and at the same time answering to all my other needs that are available. So the two things that are important is that verify the developer. Know that they are doing something well. For example, detail apartments in Sangotedo is already standing. Another one is going on at Elemoro. Good projects. And the truth of the matter is, when I post those properties, the first thing people see is the quality of the structures. Quality of the structures. Where is this? This even from video. Then when they now get on site, they absolutely love it. Verify the developer. Know who you are putting your money down for. And make sure that every time you are getting an update of how things are being done, what is going on, what is the next step. And you also have to be patient. You have to be very patient because the economy is not smiling. The prices of materials are not smiling. These people, the prices are set based on postulations. Things change.
Exactly.
We have to understand that things change. And because things change, does not mean your house should not be delivered. So if if a concession has to be done for the house to be delivered, let us know what is going on. Communication is key. So that is why you need to verify the developer, that they know what they are doing, and eventually they will deliver your house.
All right. So final question. We started this talking about realtors. Final question, still addressing buyers. What are some of the key qualities a buyer should look at in a realtor before deciding that, okay, let me work with this realtor? Because, if, like I said at the beginning, if you get your realtor wrong, the rest of your transaction or experience,
you have no idea what realtor does.
Would be wrong. People tend to downplay the role of a realtor in property transactions. But from experience, I can tell you, if you get it wrong at the beginning, you are likely going to cry at the end.
Okay, let me just give you an example. There was this property we sold somewhere around Abraham Soya. Property was hot property in the market. So we sold like 8 units there, and other people sold a lot too. But it was slowing down. And I think they did not disclose it, but there was an issue of oversubscription on that property. So they were quickly looking for where to start phase 2. So they started phase 2. And they started moving people who subscribed into phase 1, phase 2. But we did not accept. We stood firm that this is what our clients bought.
Exactly.
And this is what they are getting. Whatever needs to be done has to be done. So when we followed up that issue, we went to the office, scattered everywhere. Yeah, because you see, this is Lagos. This is Lagos. I used to tell people, before we come to the table, let's shout first.
Yes.
Let's know how far. Let's first of all shout at each other. Then you know that I'm not easy. I will know that you are not easy. Then we'll come to the table. Then we are now come to the table. We've already gauge each other out. We know that is a madman. I'm a madman. We'll be able to find solution to this. So we went to the office, scattered everywhere. Then we came to the table, and they said, "Oh, your clients have to pay." So no, that's not how our plan works. What you quote them
is what they are paying.
Now they have their properties. They did not pay any single one naira at that time.
And they still got it in that phase 1.
They got it in that phase 1. So that is what a good realtor will do for you when you are not there. When you are not there, that is what a good realtor will. And immediately, we also found out about the property that there was some kind of nonsense they were trying to do. You take it up, even before your clients know about it. So if you are looking for a good realtor, you should look for a realtor that don't. One thing that clients do is that they are looking for somebody that will be kneeling down for them. Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, sir. It does not always work like that. It doesn't always work like that. Look for professional people. People who will tell you the truth from the get-go. This is how it is. You don't have to like how they speak, but it is the truth. Then after that has been done, then you know this is our modalities. This is how we work. If you accept, you engage with them. If you don't accept, there's no need for you to
go and look for
the people that when the issue comes, you will know.
I mean, I've had issues where I want the client about it.
Other people in that property paid extra 11 million. 11 million. But with rapport, with relationship, with first. And you know, the good relationships are built when you first fight.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
when you first scatter the place. And we know our level. Then we now build good relationship. With relationship, with everything. When they were now leveling others, they singled out those clients that these ones are not paying. And they still got their house in that same place. In that same place. So when a realtor comes to you, or when you come to a realtor and say, it's not like that though, except you are going to be a guy, especially for diaspora clients. You need somebody that knows the game. Somebody that his head is hot in this business.
Has some level of weary. He's a professional with
developers, when money comes into their hand,
they become kings.
They become kings. They don't like to refund. And whatever they say is going to happen on that property is what is going to happen. But you need somebody who can stand for you.
Yes.
And say, no, this was not the agreement. And begin to point this out. This is how we agreed this thing. And this is how it will go. Wherever you want to take it, we are ready.
And the fact, where we've discussed what I wanted to say in other episodes, is the fact that people need to learn to read their contract of sale.
Exactly.
And you as a realtor, you need to, before the client even gets the contract of sale, you read it. That's why you don't pick just anyhow people as a realtor. The realtor should be able to go through that contract of sale and highlight places of potential danger and tell the company, no, this part, change it to this. The contract of sale must not 100% be in favor of the developer. There has to be areas that also favor the subscriber as well. Balance it out.
Exactly, balance it out.
But people need to understand this in picking a realtor. Whether you are buying an off-plan or a fully finished property already.
You know the problem with realtorship is that people just
jump into it.
My uncle wants to buy a property. They will come and ask you, where is the location of the property? And they go and do that. Then when they fall into problem, the uncle will now be looking for a real realtor. I've had a lot of requests like that before. I was on a site one day, somewhere around Ajah. I just went there to, my client got the location, so when he came around, I went there to show him. And I saw a man complaining. Dada, my land was in front before. They've removed my name and they've taken me to the back and things like that. I now advise, as if I was your realtor, I'll go to the office. I will not hear anything. I'll first of all scatter the whole place. Then the guy will come out. That's exactly what he did. They brought him back to the front. You understand? So if we want to be civil, we'll be civil. But when it comes to
be mad,
that's what you need. That's what you need. That's what you need. Besides, see, these things are not. It looks like I'm talking this thing, but these things are not. I'm telling you.
I agree with you.
I am telling you. Let's scatter it first. Then we'll come to the table. That this is what we agreed. This is what this person is getting. Because the truth of the matter is that as a realtor, the clients are not your friend. The developer too is not your friend. So what you have to do is to be wise, to make sure you manage this side well and manage this side well. Referrals will come from this side, from the client side. If you do well, they will refer you to a lot of other people. Yes. And that is good for your business.
Exactly.
So on the developer side too, when they see you, they have to know you stand for truth. And not that you are chopping the money together.
I think because the impression some developers have about realtors is that it's just their money they want. As far as we have said to the realtor, the client will be on his own. We will handle him all of that.
He does not.
But once they know that the realtor too is going to stand strong for his client, they would be a whole lot more careful with how they handle things.
He does not always work the way people look at it. It's not the money you get now that is
the main thing.
People are joining this business every day. People are joining the realtorship business every day. If you don't set some kind of rules for yourself,
standard,
this is what you believe in. You will be run all over the place.
True.
And when you are run all over the place, you won't have a focus. You won't even know where you are going. If you meet small hardship like this, you just run away. And you run away with people's money. You run away with people's trust. You are not doing anything at the end of the day. The business you still want to go and do, you still meet challenge there. So the one you are doing, you establish yourself as somebody in that business.
Exactly.
Fight it out. Fight it out. It is from realtor. I make you a landlord in Lagos. From being an ordinary realtor, you too, you can buy a house.
Yes.
Start your ground. If your percentage is 5%, don't change it for anything. Let whoever wants to insult you. Your money is your money. You have done your work. This one that I told you now that we went to fight, we are not paid for it. But because we've already collected, people have agreed that they are paying us my 5%. Then we went to war. You understand? So I don't. It just depends on how you do it at the end of the day. Just be a good one.
Well, I have so many more questions to ask. Like, we need to bring you back for another episode, honestly, because I thoroughly enjoyed this discussion, and I'm sure our viewers also enjoyed it. With me has been Mr. Ebube Owa, a realtor par excellence, and once again, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. You guys are doing a great job.
I must have you again for another episode, honestly, because I have so many more questions I just couldn't get into because of time.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
The detailed apartments, fantastic development. There's nobody I've taken there that has complained about anything.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So thank you very much. You've been watching this wonderful episode of Square Meter Stories. I'm Issy Edagese. Catch you on the next episode.